Venerable the judges, respect the audience that watching this video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alifia Sabila Al-qonita from Universitas Negeri Semarang, standing here for you all to deliver my speech with title Dare to Speak Up, Dare to Against Sexual Harassment to Make Our World Be Better. Ladies and gentlemen, before we are going to talk about our topic today, let's get to know more about what is sexual harassment. So, according to WHO, sexual harassment is as many behavior is carried by person's sexuality or sexual organ without consent with an element like force or threat. The kind of sexual harassment can be like catcalling, rubbing genitals, or kissing without consent. And the target of sexual harassment, not only women and children, but men can be too. The sadly part of sexual harassment that happened in Indonesia, according to National Commission of Violence Against Women of Indonesia on January 2022 until November 2022, on its official website, there were 3,014 cases about violence against women, including sexual harassment that happened in public or community sphere and personal sphere. And can you imagine what happened to the victims after that? They can be traumatic with themselves, they can be traumatic with their opposite gender, they can get a mental illness, or there are even cases the victim isolate themselves because they feel disgusted with themselves. And then what happened to the persecutors of the sexual harassment? If they are reported, they just get a prison sentence, and then after next year they can get out from it, and then next year they can catering with them family again. They never feel guilty or simply get a mental illness like the victims. It's a really unfair punishment in our constitutional state. Ladies and gentlemen, many people always think that sexual harassment it's really trivial violence that happen, including law enforcers like police. Not frequently, the victims blame considering crazy, or are there even things the victims who had causes of sexual harassment occur? It's really not made sense. And ladies and gentlemen, 3,014 cases that I mentioned before, it is cases that were reported to the police. And can you imagine how much the cases is not reported to the police? It's because the victims are afraid. They are afraid if their future will be ruined. They are afraid if they get the bad stigma from the society. However, considering the victim's effect after the sexual harassment is not comparable than with the persecutors gets of punishment. It's really not comparable. And ladies and gentlemen, and that's why we shall to speak up about sexual harassment. We shall to dare to speak up to prohibit the sexual harassment. We shall to try to speak up about sexual harassment from now on. Like we shall to make it viral the cases on social media, so that the prosecutor gets social sanction, and they are afraid to do the sexual harassment again. And ladies and gentlemen, simply we can hug and comfort the victim so that they can get a protect from us, they can get support from us, and to remind them they are still very valuable human beings. And that's all my speech. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.